let's not beat around the bush. There's an agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me cite instances. I agree with you, let me cite instances for you. Marilyn Monroe sold because she opened up her body. Her most popular picture was the picture she was standing over a fan that blew her skirt up.
Okay.
Right.
Halle Berry did not win Oscar for Best Actress until she took off her clothes.
Right.
There are people who run this world. There are people who have been given the assignment to lead this world to destruction.
Yes.
They control entertainment, whether you like it or
not. Yes, very well.
It's been subtle. That's why I said that it didn't just start. At some point, they introduced it to us.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Lagos, Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. Light, camera, action. You're welcome to your number one podcast from anywhere you're watching from. The name is Talk True, and you should definitely let it stick. It's always a pleasure to bring you a brand new episode. This episode is brand new. It's cha-cha like we've never seen before. And I'm super excited, because I have great people around me. As always, I'm not here alone. Let me start with the introduction. From our very own. This episode can easily pass for a filmmakers episode. Because we have veterans and we have, those of them who are coming up. Those of us who are coming up in the building. So let me start from, our very own TY in the building. How you doing, TY? TY is an artist. He's a creative entrepreneur. He's a filmmaker. He's a DOP, colorist, editor. We're excited to have you on this episode. How you feeling?
Yeah, it feels good to be in front of
the camera, right? As against
we have been there since
being behind the camera. I'm sure we're gonna have a great time. So yeah, we have a veteran in the building, someone who's been in the game in Nollywood, who has experienced the old Nollywood, and still in the mix, right here, still doing things as far as the film space is concerned. So I've given him a name. He's a veteran as far as I'm concerned. So please welcome veteran Nonso Ekene Okonkwo. Talk Through Podcast. How are you feeling?
I'm cool. Cool.
How does it feel to be in front of the camera as against always being behind the camera?
Well, it's nothing new. I say it's nothing. Once in a while, you dabble into it.
Okay, amazing. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. And our very own, always repping in this place. Fire is about to fall. His Excellency, CDO in the building.
With fire again.
You will see it now. The fire of the Oracle.
Thank you.
So we are all welcome to the show. This episode is sexual innuendos on social media. Like they say, it's a sexualized world, But from where we're coming from back in the days, it was difficult for you to find explicit content, all up in your face. And then from an African perspective, from a Nigerian perspective as well, we had a bit of, restrictions, a bit of restraints, as against what it is right now, where somebody is doing a skit to sell a car. There is, is sex in your face. Maybe somebody's half naked, or, somebody's trying to advertise something, or even a comedy skit. Everywhere you go to on social media, because people are looking for attention, everybody wants to get, there is that thing all up in your face. So all of our guards have been broken. All of our restrictions have been, so that's the conversation. How did we get here? And I would like to start with veteran Nonso in the building. How did we get here? I know back in the days, like you were telling me behind camera, there was sex in the building, but it wasn't all up in your face, like it is right now. Just can you walk us through how, it used to be back in the days, then we'll just drill down to where we are now.
Yeah, like you said, we were discussing before we came on, sex has always been there. There's nothing new. Like they said, there's nothing new under the sun. Just the medium changed. People have access through with your phone.
Yeah.
You can easily go and have it thrown into your face. Well, we'll go by memory lane, go to the village, you see old women having their bath in the stream, see mothers breastfeeding. So it has always been there. But I think what changed is that with sexualization and objectifying what is it meant to be.
Mm.
So you see, it has to do with their cognitive ability.
Mm.
Okay, so as we progress, we'll explain more.
Exactly. Thank you for that intro. TY, you are in the content and filmmaking space.
Okay.
You know, both within the faith-based community and also without.
Okay, so like you said, sex has always been. People have been having sex. It's biological. It's procreation, right? But like you said, the medium has changed. So sex is now everywhere. Sex is like a new currency, not just sex, nudity, profanity, anything you want to do. We're using sex to push it. So I think how we got here is just basically people seeking attention. We are in a generation whereby attention is the new currency, right? What people sell now, for example, what Facebook or YouTube is selling is not a product. They're selling you. They're selling you that are watching. You are the product. So now whereby people or the attention is the product, anything that drags the attention is big. So that's why we have a lot of nudity everywhere. Yeah.
We'll progress. People have said there's an agenda behind it. And it's not just ordinary. Do you agree with that?
Yes, it's not ordinary. Sex hasn't always been the way they said that. I disagree with them when they said that sex has always been. Sex hasn't always been. There's this popular video on social media somewhere in the 50s or so, Nigeria, nightclub in the 50s.
Nightclub in the 50s?
Yes, here in Lagos. Somewhere in Yaba. And all the women there were tying Iran Buba. They all had the most provocative outfit.
Yeah.
In that video was Oleku. You know the one they call Oleku? Oleku, the shorts, Ashoke, rapper and blouse. And all the men were wearing agbada, mostly.
In a nightclub.
Yes. So if you're talking about sex being, yes, God created man and woman and said, go into the world and procreate. So if that's what they mean by sex having been for a while, true. But if you're talking about sexual innuendos, especially on social media, he graduated. It got worse. There's something I always tell people. I said in 1992, I will always remember, a preacher, Mike Murdoch, said something that the enemy was about to release the spirit of nudity in the world.
Right.
And if you check very well, it was from 92, 93. If you remember the days of Brandy, Aliyah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All those videos, that was when they gradually started taking off their clothes.
Right.
Gradually. Right. Small. So, and like you said, it's an agenda. It's not ordinary. One of the things we should understand is that nothing happens for nothing. For every action, there's equal and opposite reaction. For everything you see under the sun, there's a reason for it. It's the conspiracy of the enemy and his cohort to bring this into the world to kind of distract young people, to kind of lead more people into doom, damnation, whatever it is. And it worsened and it's getting worse. The social media talking about the medium and or the media that exposes or accelerates the exposure of nudity in the world right now didn't just happen. It's planned. It's planned. It's something the enemy has the master plan for. So if we're going to look into it, we have to bear in mind that nothing goes for nothing. Nothing is ordinary. And it will continue like that. So I don't think it's something that just happened. I think it's something that has been orchestrated, planned to happen exactly how it's happening. And that's why it's getting worse. And yes, people may think that they are seeking attention. That's how it may look on the surface. Like it's an attention-seeking exercise. People may think that girls are just lazy. They don't want to do anything. They think that the fastest way to get to stardom or to whatever is to expose your body. No, it's not. It's an agenda that is being carried out by the people that have been recruited by the enemy to carry out that agenda. That's how I see it.
So when you say enemy, you mean the devil? Or
there's only one enemy now.
Okay. I just want to be clear. I know, but I just want this to be very clear.
As a filmmaker, for the sake of profit, would you insert sexual scenes in your movie because you know there are people who like it and because you know that you're going to make profit from it?
And
even as an artist, or even as
I have an opinion.
Skit makers.
Yes.
If you're a skit maker, for example, because we see them do that. There's a particular skit maker that a pastor came for because he saw him in another pastor's, video, and he was wondering why would this pastor be featuring this person that we know is a skit maker and everything about his skit is pushing. It's pushing
nudity.
Nudity.
Okay, to answer the question, as a filmmaker, my primary responsibility is the script. What the script saying. So before I take on a job or when I'm writing, like he said, every action has a reaction. There must be a reason. For instance, in a script, say somebody is maybe a lady or a woman is having her birth. Because this is one of the issues when they criticize Nollywood movies.
Right.
See somebody in the bathroom taking her birth and she's clothed. So how do you explain the realism?
Okay.
Though as a filmmaker,
so how far should Nollywood or film, or should we go to show that somebody is taking? Must we show that?
As a director, maybe editing, you mustn't show the nudity. You can infer. So sex sells, like they say, but I don't really believe in that. Depends on your target market and target audience or viewers. It's a story, your story that sells and how you interpret it. So a woman or a female mustn't be naked in my movie.
And I'm asking this because one of the medium that has been used to push this, the medium has been the media. That sounds like a rhyme. Entertainment. Like he was saying, I've seen a couple of videos back in the days where you would find that the artist is clothed. I watched a documentary where they started talking about sexualization in Hollywood, hip hop and R&B, and they mentioned two people as the ambassador of that was Dabrat and this very wild one. They were the ones who started pushing
Patra.
that.
Could it be Patra?
No, I remember her name.
Cleopatra. Who's Patra? Cleopatra.
No, Patra.
There's Dabrat there, but you would find some artists amongst them still will shoot videos like Missy Elliott. You would not find. I never saw a Missy Elliott video where she was.
Missy Elliott was a tomboy now.
Clothed. But you find So those were the people that began to push that narrative. Entertainment, music, and the media has been used to champion this cause. Let's not even talk about films. That's what I'm asking, because entertainment and media has been an instrument to push this agenda, like you said, of nudity and sexuality, that has now been drilled down into social media that everybody has access to.
For me, from experience, I don't know about any agenda. For me, if I'm looking at a movie from the point of view of capitalism, so you talk about the bottom line, target audience, viewership. You're looking at your balance sheet. Who and who? Because you look at the trend. What are people tuning into? Maybe that's where the agenda is coming in from. So I believe in every era, people have what they lean towards. We talk about consumerism now. What do you consume? The culture. So as a filmmaker, as a producer, or if I have to echo what you said earlier about certain artists trying to sell an agenda, I don't think so. I'm a producer too. The primary aim of a producer is to make money.
So that includes doing anything.
So when you look at your research, what do people want?
Yes.
Like if we have to go back and what the marketers, those days when we are starting the business, the stores, now people come, you have feedback mechanism. So when 100 people come into your store to pick CDs or VHS tape, and they ask, they will code it. So 100 people, they come in, this is what they request. So you now call a writer, please write in my next movie, put Ebaneme, don't want to have to censor it.
Right.
So now for a producer, now if I have some movies, maybe in a month I can sell extra XYZ. So that now influencing your decision. As a producer, they don't have the movie cycle. Now I call a writer. So give me this story. Then a director. Now the onus now lies on me as a director. If I have this script, I say, okay, I don't want to film this. I can walk away. But as long as I decided and the producer said, this is what I need for me to cash out. So that was I don't know about any agenda.
But there were restrictions back in the day. Not everybody, like you said, it was coded. But now there are no restrictions on social media. Okay. Well, like that.
So let me. I don't know how to start. So basically, like you said, there's agenda. But he said
he doesn't believe there's an agenda.
What agenda from who?
So, like you said, from the enemy. So this
Who's
is
the enemy.
So I understand what you're going for. See,
no. See,
I wanted to explain.
Let's not beat around the bush.
Okay.
Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not beat around the bush. There's an agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me cite instances. Let me cite instances for you. Marilyn Monroe sold because she opened up her body. Her most popular picture was the picture she was standing over a fan that blew her skirt up.
Okay.
Right.
Halle Berry did not win Oscar for Best Actress until she took off her clothes.
Right.
So if he's asking who is the enemy or agenda from where, you understand? There are people who run this world. There are people who have been given the assignment to lead this world to destruction.
Yes.
They control entertainment, whether you like it or not.
Yes, very well.
It's been subtle. That's why I said that it didn't just start. At some point, they introduced it to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is there is an agenda, but what makes an agenda very, very genius, what makes it very, very good is that the people that are carrying out the agenda don't even know that they are carrying out an agenda. So for example, now I'm a producer. I want to make money, right?
Right.
So like I said, I'm tilting towards attention. So if I want to make a film now, or I want to make a video, I say, okay, what are people watching? What do people want to see? I'm checking the numbers. The numbers are, like you said, this person gets an Oscar because of this. This thing is skyrocketing. The number is skyrocketing because of this. What do I want to do? I now tilt towards that angle. So the agenda is that it's saying, let's put this thing subtle into the industry, right? So we can't say that this person, you are the devil. No. But you can see it categorically over the years that this thing has been entering little by little. As this conversation progresses, you start to see that even the homosexual agenda is now beginning to enter into. So entertainment is the medium. It's not only sex, right? Generally, entertainment and film media is like the medium of communicating anything whatsoever, right? There are a lot of things that sell aside from sex. Action sells, fight sells, love sells. A lot of things,
but not as much
sells.
As sex.
I understand. So that sex is just one thing that sells. A lot of things sells. There are some contests you push sex and sex will not sell. There are some audience you send sex to, sex will not still sell to them. As much as sex is good.
What audience would you push sex to? And you sell? Apart from what audience would you push sex to?
So I'll give you an example. If I push a sexual content to you, will you buy?
Sex will sell to anybody, even pastors.
I'm saying you currently, you can intentionally decide not to buy.
Anybody. Sex is because it's the most sacred thing.
Okay, yes.
God made.
Yeah. Right.
You understand? And you know the thing about human beings. Human beings will always want to do or see or look out for that thing that they have been asked not to do.
Yes,
so
actually.
Are you not contradicting yourself now? You agree that everybody had the leaning to move towards sex. It's a natural, biological need.
No, I have not contradicted myself. We're talking about putting it in the faces
of people.
Of people.
Yeah.
So it's something that God made sacred. It's something that should be enjoyed in matrimony. But what has happened is that this same grand conspiracy brought it into our society to destroy the society, to lead young people to doom. Like I said, it's been programmed to work that way. And for you who is saying that 100 people will come and they ask for this, they are asking for that because that's the program. The program has been written in such a way that as people are coming into this world, as you're growing, you tend to desire that thing that has been programmed, that has been kept where you can see it. If a child is born today, as the child is growing up, the child starts seeing it on TV.
Right.
So by the time the child gets to 15, 16, he already understands what nudity is. He already understands that, oh, this thing, why is this sacred? Why are people not allowed to? Yes. And he starts desiring it. Then there's an opportunity where he can easily see it. Some people now have decided that, you know what, put this thing where they can reach it. Put this in on social media. If I do a video now of myself naked and I post it on social media, the algorithm will push it further than if I come out and I start telling you history. True. Why is it so?
True.
So there's a systematic structure. There's something that have been programmed to make it so.
So, Perica, let me come in now. So I want to take care. Let me quote you what you just said here. Say that sex appeals to everybody.
Yes. Okay.
And I came from the vantage point of commercialization.
Mm-hmm.
No. So you have a market. You want to produce this water. I know this water appeals to everybody. Right. And you make more profits. Because you're talking about an agenda. And I'm saying that most people.
It's business.
It's business. They're business inclined. Now you agree that it appeals to everybody. And there's a producer. Then innuendo, it means subtle.
Yes.
If I have to infuse it in my project or media or medium, artistically, anywhere we call it, I will sell more. I'll have more likes. I'll have more views.
Yeah.
Because this latches onto the human nature instinct, according to you.
Yes.
Because this will appeal to them. So I want to make more money. So what are you trying to say that capitalism is evil?
No, the point I'm trying to make is that because of what they want to achieve, there's a preference. Now it is easier for you to sell showing sex than for you to sell showing hard work.
So I can say that the programming you are saying here is
you can sell hard work.
It's not necessarily programming. It is working with the natural program, but now using it to sell what.
No, it's not.
Because why I'm going to say there's a natural program. You have already said that naturally humans, sex appeals to everybody, because it's something. So even whether I'll give an example. If you check the Bible, for example, the David that saw somebody, right, and he saw a woman taking a bath. So let's put that in a new context, right? You will hardly see somebody outside, right, but taking a bath, but you see them on social media.
Right. Sure.
So what I'm saying is that there is already a natural programming that a man sees nakedness and is drawn to it. So that's the already laid down program of man.
Another man might say a naked woman.
No,
depends on
cognition.
No,
hold on. A man like that.
So I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying that they work with the natural.
Let's even bring it home.
Okay.
Have you seen To Kill a Monkey?
Yes, I have.
Do you know the most insignificant person in that movie?
The most insignificant person in that movie?
Yes.
From what context? When you say insignificant?
Most insignificant of all the people that acted in the movie. She's an actress. One of the biggest in Nigeria. One of the let me say, I can beat my chest and say she's the most gifted actress.
But professionally speaking,
at some point,
every character.
I'm going somewhere.
Are you saying character-wise, in terms of the role they play, or
the person?
The character or the person?
The person. I'm going somewhere.
Personality, okay.
Her personality.
Okay.
Bimbo.
Yes.
Bimbo
Akitola.
Yes. Do you know why she was not prominent in that movie? Because of how they dressed her up. They did not show anything sexual about her.
Who was prominent in the movie?
Every other lady.
No. So in terms of the most prominent people in the film that they're talking about,
every other.
I want to Boss and Efe are the most prominent people in that film. The person that is nudity.
Bimbo had more roles than her boss wife, but you will not remember.
Who's that?
Bimbo had more roles in the movie than her boss's wife.
I remember Bimbo. Why don't I remember Bimbo? A lot of people are talking about Efe and Boss.
No.
Then I'm talking about. I understand.
You're not getting my point.
I get your point.
The point I'm trying to make is that there's a plan.
So do you think that was
hold on? No, I'm not. No, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
So that's what, and the purpose. Hold on.
But you know the emotion people felt about her was there.
There was no emotion.
Let me see.
There was no emotion. There was no emotion because there was nothing sexual.
No, there was emotion. Now people felt her pain.
Nobody felt her pain.
Everybody. I mean, I felt her pain.
Go and read comments on social media.
Did you feel her pain?
No, nobody felt her pain. Nobody.
See, let me say, for every character, right? For every character that we build,
go and read what people are writing.
For every character that we build in film, right? See, a story is meant to make somebody feel something.
Right.
Now, if you are watching an horror film, what is the feeling they want to spark up? It's fear, right? If you are watching action, they want to that anxiety and excitement. Same way, characters are different. If they want you to feel sexual, they will tilt you towards a particular character. If they want you to feel emotion and pain, that lady went through a lot of psychological pain. So we felt her energy. The two people that gave us that feeling was Efe and Akitola. So at any point in time, we felt sadness. We felt that pain. We felt it from Efe and Bimbo Akitola.
We did not feel anything.
Maybe you did not feel it.
No, that brings us back.
We did not feel anything from Bimbo.
I felt it.
Why? Because there was nothing. There was nothing about her.
Please put it in the comment section. Did you feel anything?
There was nothing about her in that movie. They made her look drab. They made her look.
That's a character, sir.
That was
so. What are we talking about?
No.
Why do they? Why? How come they deliberately made her look that way? Because they did. What do you mean by the character? Somebody created the character. Why you say
yes? Now, but in real life, people like that are there. Somebody see.
Is Bimbo drab in real life?
Wait, no. Wait, let me explain.
I'm asking you. Is Bimbo drab in real life?
Sir.
No. The point I'm trying to make is that you are trying to say that sexual innuendos are natural. They are not.
No, that's not what we are saying. No,
they are not.
We are missing our point, sir. That's not the point. What I'm saying is that I'm agreeing with you that these things are, there's an agenda. But what I'm trying to say is that for that agenda to fly, right, they are running on an existing program.
How do you mean existing
program? Let me explain the program I'm trying to say, right? Naturally.
That is natural
if a man,
someone to see.
Naturally, an average, maybe 8 out of 10 men, if he sees a naked person, naturally, you are going to start, you'll be aroused. Most likely, except you now intentionally tell yourself that no, I don't want to be aroused. This is the natural program, right? You almost run naturally, right? If that program is not there initially, then that's their agenda will not work. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That
let me,
how do you mean?
Because our viewers, historical accuracy. Yes. Do you insinuate? Are you still under the realm of innuendo that our forefathers who were naked were there cases of rape? Because once they were naked,
no, we can't take it.
That means when you don't see a naked woman, a naked man, you don't carry her.
No, that's not so. So, like I said, it's intention. I'm coming from somewhere. I said, now your intention. I can decide to not act on it. I'm saying I'm saying as a man or as a woman, naturally people get attracted to each other. Right. You can decide not to get attracted. It's an intentional move.
So
but it's already there, bro. No, I'm not talking of nakedness now.
Listen, I'm saying what you're saying is wrong. And I will tell you why.
Okay, tell me why it's wrong.
In 1982, a pretty one was that one that had a pretty face, no ass, no breast, slim.
1982.
In 1982.
With culture?
The world all over.
So I said that nakedness is not...
Hold on, I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
In 1982, a pretty woman, what like a Jackson Thriller video, look at the girl he used. Pretty face, straight legs, no ass, no boobs.
Even in Africa?
Hold on. Everywhere in the world.
No.
Everywhere in the world.
Africans have always been
in 2022, a pretty woman is the one her figure looks like Coca-Cola bottle. It is a narrative. There's nothing natural. These people sit down and they decide what they want to sell to you, and they find a way to sell it to you, and you buy it. The minute it's sold to us, you buy it. Then we start acting.
What are they selling to us?
Programming.
Sir, what are they selling to us?
What they're selling to you is what they want to buy.
They're selling to you what's
programming.
Nothing. Let me explain something. You don't program the interest of people already.
Says who?
Let me explain something. You cannot, somebody that is not hungry, right? You cannot
You can hold on. Let me bring you to where you are now.
Instead,
let me bring you to where you are now. Hold on. Let me bring you to where you are now. Let me tell you what program it is. No, there's no need.
You have never let me finish.
I'm going to tell you what program it is.
Oh,
yeah. Look at your dressing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hold on. In 2025, look at how you are dressed. Yes. This is how an boy dresses in 2025. Yes. Find this in 1980.
No, you can't.
Why?
So because
it is a program.
Who programs it?
Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you what you're wearing now. When they started the alternative culture.
Culture, yes.
Yes, they sold it to us. Somebody sat down, created it, and sold it to us.
Sir.
In the 80s, it was a bogo trouser.
Yeah, big.
From there, we moved on to longer time.
Ice culture created.
Hold on.
Ice culture.
People sit down and create it.
So I agree with you. I'm not disputing the fact. We are both saying the same thing.
Nothing is natural.
There is an agenda. We are correct.
Why is it called an agenda?
So it is called that because some people are pushing a narrative.
It is structured. Yes,
I agree with you. I don't want us to go to let's not flog that too much. But what I'm trying to say is that for this our agenda we are talking to fly. Desire has to first be there.
Bro,
well, people are aroused.
And I'm telling you that is not true.
They cannot program desire.
They can. You can be programmed.
That every man self appeal to everybody.
Be programmed.
So what appeals to you? You're contradicting your position.
There's so many things that appeal to us. Hold on.
Like I said, a lot of things.
Hold on. 20 years ago, they told us not to eat eggs.
Okay.
Don't eat more than one egg a day. High cholesterol. Today, they tell us to eat 8 eggs. Are we still not the same human beings? Why are we buying into it?
No, they have changed the narrative.
There are two different things.
Sir, as sex will not be appealing in this
until you understand how this world works. That there are people who will sit down, plan anything, just like the British did Africa.
I agree with you.
They plan anything as they give you.
See, lost in man has been. So what I'm saying is, what
do you know?
The agenda.
Do you know they can sit down tomorrow and give you a narrative that will make you have no loss anymore?
See. I'm going somewhere.
That loss,
the loss in man then has been established from the Bible. What can be controlled? You can control your loss. That's what Jesus Christ and the Bible is trying to do to you. It's trying to tell you to kill lust, right? If I bring out multiple scriptures that talks about lust, how people manage their lust. If you check, right, what is it trying to do? It's telling you to flee, not to close, to stop the people that are showing you. If you check it is telling you move away.
Yeah.
Get away. It's telling you, right? So that's the programming we are saying. So you now, what the Bible is doing is programming you away from the lust. So what I'm trying to say is that their agenda is striving on the existing lust.
Intrinsic.
Which you have said it. We are saying the same thing.
Agenda does not have to thrive on any existing law. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But this agenda is striving. This one is striving on lust.
Based on humanity.
Yes, because it has been programmed. So let me tell you.
Who programmed it? Can you tell me program it?
Let me even take you back to the Bible. Hold on. Let me even take you back to the Bible.
God programmed it.
Let me take you back to the Bible.
Okay.
Were you with God?
Adam that slept with Eve, and they gave that. Who told him that?
Who slept with Eve?
How did they procreate?
That's what I'm telling you.
They had sex now.
That's what you have been told.
We have shown the Bible. Are they programming the Bible to us again?
When we were growing up, they showed us a tree with a snake. Apple tree with a snake like this, and they showed us Eve naked holding it. That's why we believe that what they ate. It's the same thing we're saying. This is narratives.
So, sir, what I'm not even talking about this now. I said, how did they procreate?
How did
Adam, the first man and the first woman?
Adam and Eve were there.
How did they procreate? Did they do surrogacy?
Were they not naked?
How do you mean were they dressed?
Adam and Eve were not naked.
If they were not naked, where?
When the Bible told us in the paradise.
Were you there?
So, sir, what are we?
The Bible told us that.
I'm asking you.
I don't want us to take this too far, Mr.
Were you there?
Were
you there? The Bible told you, right?
Right.
What the
Adam and Eve were there. Were not naked.
Were you there?
The Bible told us that.
The Bible told us. It's a narrative.
You believe in the Bible?
Do you believe in the Bible first?
I'm not saying as a Christian.
Let's be in one position. Do you believe in the Bible?
I believe Bible by faith.
Hold
on, no. There are two different things.
You believe in the Bible
by faith.
Bible tells you.
Experientially, I believe the Bible because of the experiences I've had, not because of what is written there.
How did you wait? You
understand?
To believe it before you got an experience.
Whatever happened in the Garden of Eden is a story that somebody sat down, wrote and decided that this is what I want people to believe, and that is what we believe.
So you are telling that God is not God's hand is not in the narrative.
No,
what you know what I'm saying? You say that the story of the Garden of Eden.
I am not here.
The Bible is
no. We are not here to decide if it's true or not. What I want to establish,
do we believe in it?
I want to establish it. I may believe in error. I may believe in error until we get to heaven.
That's what I'm saying.
I may believe in error.
Remember our discussion here talking about sexual
innuendos. Yes.
Now, sexual innuendo is it anything had to do with nudity?
Yes.
Because now Adam and Eve, according to the Bible, which we and I believe, they were naked.
Right.
Do you understand? But the Bible told that Adam kept on maybe, if I may use that word, R-A-P-E, on Eve. It never happened.
Right.
Until the serpent opened their eyes now to see now you are
until
naked.
The fall. Yeah.
So now it has to do with your cognitive process, cognition, how you process information.
Right.
Is that the glass is half full or half empty?
Yes.
So coming back to what we are saying now, social media.
Right.
Now I see musical videos.
Yeah.
Coming on now. Somebody you are filming. And then the camera goes to a hip.
Zooming
in your posture.
Right.
Now you're sexualizing it.
Right.
You see a woman well dressed.
Yeah.
You can see sexualize it, but you're imagining how would her shape be? You know, look at her face. Imagine. So you're sexualizing.
Okay.
You see somebody who is naked. That's why I started by.
That's an extreme.
You see an old woman like King David. Bathsheba, I don't think Bathsheba was the first naked woman he was seeing. He was a man after God's own heart.
So you must have seen other ones.
But at that point in time, he sexualized her. And that one made him to sin. So nudity, being naked, doesn't necessarily mean that you are sexualizing the person. There are two different words. But someone can still be well dressed and you're already you have already abused the person.
That is just sexualize a naked person.
Exactly. That's the one we're talking about.
Why is it easier? Why is it easier? Tell me. Why is it easier?
Yes. Most of them.
How do you know you're generalizing?
A higher percentage of them from
viewer, did you agree with what he's saying?
From experiences. People share their experiences.
On the comment section, please.
I want you to say that you said again. I want you to say that you just said again. You said it is easier to do what?
To sexualize a naked woman.
Why?
That's what T.Y. is saying.
So what I'm trying to say is that because there's already there's an energy that is in human, right? That tilts you towards that angle. I'm not saying that you can't say no to it.
Do you steal because you're hungry? Do you steal because you're hungry?
So people steal for different reasons. Somebody can steal
why would you steal whenever you're hungry?
So sir, there are motives to different things. People steal some people steal because they're thieves. Some people steal because of greed. Some people steal genuinely because of their own.
So now you're talking about motive. So that's what I'm telling you. Now I'm telling you that the conspiracy, the people who are pushing this thing, what they are trying to do is to tweak your motive.
Sir, there's biology here. See, I'm saying that there's already an installed lust. Is that there's biology backing this thing. Because it's natural.
Hold on, let me tell you.
I'm explaining to you. When you get to
have you seen a mad woman on a naked mad woman?
Yes, I've seen.
Yes.
How many times you get aroused when you see
I don't get aroused.
Why?
That's
where
the person not naked.
So that's where context comes.
No. But you know that some people who go into make it.
No, it's for that one is for something. That one is for a lot of times. It's for
some people get aroused to that way. That's what that fetish.
It's not true. People who get them naked are people that have been sent by native doctors.
Yes,
some have been sent by native doctors.
Hold on. Let me tell you. See, Whoopi Goldberg is a better actress than who will I mention now? Than Cameron Diaz. Whoopi Goldberg is a better actress than Cameron Diaz. Why is Cameron Diaz bigger and selling more? Because of the appeal. If Whoopi Goldberg is naked, it will not turn anybody off. So hold on. Why do you think when you go to Hollywood, a movie producer now, you do audition now, how come 5 girls will come for audition, they will pick the pretty one and send the others away?
Sir.
If it's just being naked,
wait. See, I don't want to.
Pick a naked woman with fallen breast and
same page. So we are on the same page.
No.
We're not on the same page. You are saying that naturally, this
there is
happen.
lust. I'm not saying this thing happen.
Every man is drawn away by his own lust.
Yes.
Which is what he's trying to say.
So what I'm trying to tell you now is that the lust is already there.
I'm telling you that the people.
So are you saying the lust is not there? That's the
I'm
question.
not talking about laws. They don't even care about laws. Whether they have the laws or not, it's a narrative they are driving, and they will achieve it.
Yes.
With or without.
I agree.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Don't make it look like they are pushing that narrative.
No, let me. I want to be factual because you've been speaking innuendo throughout. Maybe literally speaking. Because if there's one being out there, like some people say Illuminati, we have not been proven. Said that there are people who are controlling.
So you don't believe that
has not been proven?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just say you don't know. Don't say that it hasn't been proven.
What you are saying.
Just say people don't believe that Jesus Christ is.
Don't say it has not been proven.
That's the same way people don't believe in
Don't say it has not been proven. Some of us have proven it.
You can't prove it openly. You know.
I have openly.
So what
I have openly.
Illuminati they exist.
Yes.
Okay.
They exist.
So you in your field.
Not in my field. Not in my belief. Not in my field.
Back to what
they are.
Now, back to what we're saying. Like I'm a practitioner, I've been in the system, Nollywood. The narrative out there, people will say there's an Illuminati in quote in Nollywood. I never see. Not that people don't engage one or two spiritual abracadabra. Faith, religion, which are as long as you don't.
Illuminati is even the lower cadre in the hierarchy of.
I'm going somewhere. I believe in free. Even our constitution gives us freedom of worship, as long as you are not breaking the law.
Right.
So I can't go. If you want to have some people, I can decide I want to worship this. I believe no problem because I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, and I have no apology over that. The same way I should respect a Muslim.
Yes. Right. Same way you should respect a Freemason.
But coming back to what you're saying.
And a nudist. Same way
I said Buddhist. I said
respect a nudist.
I said Buddhist.
I said
Buddhist. I said Buddhist. I said Buddhist. Already, I said Buddhist.
It's a perception now. So where I'm going, so there is in Nollywood.
Yes.
As I'm sitting here, I have not seen any Illuminati. What I see is your action, decision, what you want to be.
You cannot see what you're not looking for.
I'm coming. See what I said?
You can't find what you're not looking for.
I've been in this.
But you're not looking out for it. You can't find it. If you're looking out for it, if you want to see the Illuminati, direct to where you.
No, let me give an example. And when I came into this business, some people will come and say, "Come, we'll take it somewhere in Enugu."
Right.
No, those days we use DV cam. Tape.
Yeah.
So when you film your master tape in that local parlance, their language, we go there, let's throw that tape inside the river. When it flows, that's how your success will be. I looked at them, I said, no, from inception, I believe in Jesus Christ, I'm the Lord.
Oh, is it real?
I'm telling you what somebody, anything I'm telling you is factual. Say that what some people do. I didn't see. But that's what they told me, I didn't do it. When my first two movie became a hit, I met the same person and told him, look, I will give him the devil, the glory. But for me, I'm not judging the person. Maybe that's his religious belief. And maybe it goes maybe it works for them.
Right.
I only have to defend what I know that have been working for me.
Yes.
So coming back to what we are saying, what we are discussing. So sexualization is different from nudity. Then the agenda.
How do you mean sexualization is different from nudity? Nudity is under sexualization. No. Nudity doesn't fall under sexualization.
Do you want to explain that?
Like I said, ab initio, a naked woman in the village.
Right.
If I go to Orukuna from Anambra State, sometimes I see naked woman betting.
But that's not nudity.
I'm coming.
That's what?
No, what's that?
No, that's nakedness.
What's nakedness?
It's not nudity.
Okay.
Nudity has to be intentional.
Let me be sure.
Nudity has to be intentional.
Let me check definition.
Nudity has to be intentional.
I'm coming.
You can go to the dictionary.
I want to judge.
Nudity has to be intentional. Nakedness is different from nudity.
Okay.
Because you see it on
inscribed.
Wait. The state of fact of being naked.
The what?
The state.
Do you know what state means?
The state means
state means intentional.
No. This water is in a liquid state. State is form.
The water is intentional now.
No, you cannot see this.
Nakedness. If I remove my clothes, if I take off my clothes to have my back, I'm not in the state of nakedness.
Naked, that's nudity. It means that the act of being naked.
State means that I deliberately want to be naked. If I just take off my clothes, that's not state.
Sir, that's not state, sir. No, you can't define state like that. State is what something how you see something.
State is permanent.
No.
When they say that it's in the state of...
It's in the state of...
It is permanent.
This is water state.
This water will not change.
Liquid.
This water will not change.
It can change.
Nakedness.
Hold on. It can change if it turn to vapor.
Nakedness is conditional. I may be taking off my
Sir, you
clothes
can't
to have my bath.
like that.
I may be taking off my clothes to wear another shirt.
It's nakedness.
Nudity is me getting home now and be like fella.
No.
Let me ask you this question.
No, sir. I don't agree with
So
you.
are you trying to say that you can't sexualize a fully dressed woman and a man?
No, you cannot.
Hey.
No, people do now.
People do it.
I don't know them.
So you can't always analyze by yourself.
You and I went to the same secondary school for SS1 to SS. You know all those young boys things. Let me come now.
Which one is young boys things?
No, you have to now. That's the reality.
I'm listening to you. You cannot be fully dressed, decently dressed, and somebody who's sexualized.
It's like people get sexualized.
Okay, go to deeper life and go and sexualize.
People are being sexualized there. They have sex there every time. People are being sexualized there. There have been cases of rape.
This is the reality.
It's reality. People are being sexualized even with hijab. It's the intention of man.
Wait, when we were at school, maybe during break time, you see boys, they'll be sexualizing. Say, look at this person. You be imagining. That's human nature.
If you mention any of them, I'll tell you why. There was another one, our that Yoruba teacher.
Jesus said something though.
That would always come without wearing undies.
I don't want us to go to PG. What about those secondary school girls, federal girls or nature?
There was always one reason. There was always one reason.
Everything you are saying now is aligning to my point that there is the lust and there's the energy installed in human being. It is there naturally. I'm not saying there's no programming.
So people in Saudi Arabia, they don't have lust.
They do.
Do you have this problem in Saudi Arabia? This sexual innuendo problem. Do you have it in Saudi Arabia?
It's because there's a body that...
Do you have it in China?
Who told you they don't have it? Who told you don't have it in Saudi Arabia? Who told you they don't have it?
Social media is social media is controlled. Is that what we're saying?
No.
What about China?
Social media is being controlled.
What about China?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't they have lust? So can you see now that there's a deliberate attempt to push a narrative to us?
So if there's a deliberate attempt to push it, there should also be a deliberate attempt to defend it. That's what I'm going to. Now, so from who? That's what we are saying. Agenda.
The same thing. You just said that in Saudi and China now.
That's the deliberate action. Yes. So it's because what I'm saying is what is fueling that agenda is that's what you are missing, sir. Fueling the agenda is the lust in man.
What is fueling that agenda is profit oriented.
You can't just be lost.
Wait, I'm coming. Profit oriented for me. Before you are coming from now, is that there's an agenda somewhere to sell.
I'm telling you that is not profit that is driving the agenda. I'm telling you what is driving the agenda. What is driving the agenda is the devil.
Okay. What's the devil's agenda?
Put it in black and white.
Push everybody to hell.
What is driving that agenda is the devil. Is the enemy of mankind.
Yes.
That is the one driving it to achieve what? To lead man away from his maker.
But the agenda has been there since 90 Gogoro, since the Bible.
To drive man further away from his maker, from worshipping his maker, from living according to instruction given to him by his maker. Distraction. And what the enemy has done is that he has made that thing profitable so that it will be easy for people to embrace it. He has made it gain more attention.
Yeah.
Asha released an album in Nigeria, became big, got to France, they signed her. Her next video, she took off her blouse. She opened up her chest. If you don't do it, you will not sell.
True.
That's the daily.
I agree with you, sir.
It is totally to derail mankind.
From where?
God.
Okay, let me go.
And I want you to know that comes first before profitability, before any other thing. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Let's rewind memory lane. Why did man start dressing up?
Why man started dressing up?
No, facts. Let's rely back from other religious who are watching. Why did man? He said shelter. That basic need. Food, shelter, clothing. Why is it one of the basic needs?
Because of man's inadequacy. Because of man's inadequacy.
Explain.
Man realized he was inadequate when he fell off from where God placed him. And he started thinking of how to help himself.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with protecting himself from the environment. Cold. He's more comfortable from. So it was better.
At man's original state, there was nothing like cold.
True.
So it was this same devil that deceived man and moved man away from where God placed him.
Okay.
Right.
So from that
So for the fact that man has moved away from where he was placed by God, he is now inadequate. And he is everything he's doing now, he's doing to measure up, and he cannot measure up. And what the enemy is doing is to make sure that he continues making you feel more and more inadequate so that you keep trying.
But see, you know,
so even these things we're talking about is man trying to appeal to man.
So what's God's agenda?
How do you mean?
God also, what I'm trying to tell you that just as the way there's the enemy's agenda.
Right.
There is the God's agenda.
Yes.
What's God's agenda?
Reconciliation.
God's agenda is to bring man to what? Back to him.
Yes.
That is what is his tool, which is Jesus Christ. That's what he's using Jesus Christ to do.
Right.
And if you follow the preaching of Jesus Christ, right? If there's anything I understand about Jesus Christ, right, is that Jesus Christ doesn't look outward most of the time. Jesus Christ looks inward. So if what Jesus Christ does is, instead of him to tell you that, oh, you gotta tell people to stop doing this, instead he will tell you, right? Move away from this, or you come close to me, right? It is one thing if I'm running away from something, right? It's different from I'm running towards something. So let's give you an example. This is the enemy, right? And this is my savior, right? There are two ways to achieve getting to the savior. It's either I'm running away from this guy, right? Or I'm running towards this guy. So what Jesus Christ is telling you is not to run away from this guy.
It's one way now. So, running to this guy means running away from this guy.
It's just the mind.
There's only one way.
I'm saying what I'm saying is the mind here. I'm talking
Don't say two ways. There's only one way.
There's only one way to go to it. I'm saying it's the mind here. It's either I'm running away from this guy or I'm running towards this guy. So if I'm running away from this guy, I'm running with the consciousness that this guy is about to catch me, right? But if I'm running towards this guy, I'm running with the consciousness that this man is there to catch me, to save me. I don't know if you understand. So there are two different contexts. That's what I'm trying to say. So now what Jesus Christ will do, I'm going to read few scriptures for you so that I'm backing all this up. And you see that the context where Jesus Christ comes with is more like is an agenda, but we don't know. So for example, I'll read like
I don't understand.
Let me read.
I'm lost.
Don't you know the agenda?
I'm coming.
I'm lost.
Let me read a few scriptures and show you where it's coming from. First one, Matthew 5:27-28. You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Right? So now, if you look at the context where that one is coming from, it's talking to who? The person that is looking. Right? And it's telling you that if you look at this person lustfully, right, you have committed what? Adultery. It's not coming from the context of the person that is showing. One, I want to just go somewhere. Now, the next thing is, this is 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5. He said, it is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid, hear the word that's using, sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans who do not know. That's 2. I'll just read only 4. Number 3, flee the evil desires of youth and pleasure and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart. So this is another. I'll go for the last one. So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. So what I'm trying to say is, if I can read more, what this scripture is telling you is that it's telling that it is you inward, right? As much as the sexual innuendo is becoming an agenda by the devil, like we have said. It's an agenda. It has always been an agenda by the devil, for example, right? And they are doing it, whether for the greater goal, which is the devil, or for profits, whichever one we say, right? But there is a greater agenda that we should look at, which is what I've just read, which is telling you to what? Look inward. Like he has said, it's most like sometimes your intention, how you can decide not to sexualize it. That's what the Bible is trying to tell you that. He said you should not look at somebody lustfully. He's not telling you stop showing. All the scriptures is telling you that you control yourself. don't do this. And he now told you that always tilt towards the spirit so that the flesh will die. He's not telling you run away from the flesh. He's telling you go towards the spirit.
So you're no longer on social media. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So are you running away from social media?
That's what I'm saying. You don't run away from social media.
Is there sexual innuendo
so
on social
that's
media?
That's what now leads us to the solution now. Because sexual innuendo has come to stay and it's going to increase.
So not that I can say sexual innuendo has always been there.
Yes,
right.
It has always been there.
You know that more figuratively speaking, the Bible, what fruit did the serpent give Eve to give Adam?
We don't know.
We don't know.
No, I say figuratively speaking.
We're told
we don't
that
know.
it's
That's what
some people say apple, some people say sex.
No, that's what I use the word figurative.
Speculation.
some people said
If you say
apple.
literally, that was
Some people say apple, some people say sex.
I'm going so that say figuratively now means that maybe it's not definite.
Right.
You know? So that was sexual innuendo has been there. So figuratively speaking, what the devil gave Adam, and based on what you were saying, they were naked according to the Bible.
Yes.
And when they ate that fruit, they now discovered that they were naked.
That they were naked.
Now they
Consciousness.
sexualized.
Yes.
So before then, they were okay.
They were seeing themselves as trees.
Prancing around naked.
Yes.
Do you understand? The devil now came, eat the forbidden fruit, which, figuratively speaking, is sex. According to some school of thought, that this is the food meant for the gods. Nindio dogu. Then when I'm coming. No. See,
figuratively. Why are you saying figuratively?
Wait.
No, I don't agree with that.
Why won't you agree that they ate eba? Why won't you agree that they pluck the leaf and
so it can be anything?
Because the Bible said that of these other fruits you may freely garden. You may freely
but this
one. So I don't know how
So
sex.
why-
I don't know how
so
sex
you see what I'm telling
No, I'm
you?
coming.
This thing
Wait.
he says now
narrative.
is a narrative.
I know what you're saying.
Wait.
And deep down in his heart, he thinks it's sex. He's been convinced. That's the point I'm trying to make. That these people can sit down, concord.
Why do you think he's
come up with
convinced?
anything. I know him. I know he's
How do you know
convinced.
me?
I know he's convinced.
I don't see. In order for us not to overflow it, right?
I'm just coming here.
Yes.
So now, it's been there. You know, we're talking about the environment now. The man saw that he was naked. Why the man now all of a sudden discovered that he was naked, became conscious of himself? Man sexualized himself now. You know where you see what they say? When was the Bible? This was before Christ. So, you know, so now understood. He sexualized himself, then covered shame. Because what we're saying now, that there's no more shame now. You go to social media now, you do musical video, movies.
Right.
No
Soon
more
your face,
everybody's
yes.
naked now.
Yes.
You understand? So now, this has been there. No when man even discovered I'm naked and became ashamed of himself, now covering himself. But now people now are uncovering themselves.
So why are they uncovering themselves?
Right.
Why is that shame? Why is that shame no longer shame?
I believe that there are multiple reasons why people do it. Number one is the agenda you have pushed, that you have set.
That's the ultimate reason.
That's the ultimate reason, right? Like I said, what makes an agenda very perfect is when even the people that are carrying out the agenda don't even know that they're carrying out the agenda. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of people just do it for the money. I can tell you that some girls just do it just because they just believe that if I do it, I will blow. And if I blow, I make more money. But in the subconscious, like I said, for every action, there's something happening behind. She might know that's what makes the agenda very perfect. So what I'm trying to even say is that, okay, we know that we are Christians, we that we are talking about this. Now, what are we doing about it? Right? So, I feel that...
Are you saying that we believers don't also know about this agenda? That's why in some of our gatherings, you see the way we, like our weddings...
We're ignorant.
How can believers
We're
be
ignorant
of the agenda?
We are ignorant.
So what makes us...
We are ignorant because what we have done is that we have built a wall around ourselves where we stand and we judge one another.
Yes.
Where we stand and want to show self-righteousness. And the enemy is busy leading people astray.
Okay.
So what he's saying, that what are we supposed to do? What we're supposed to do is to evangelize the world. What we're supposed to do is to lead by example. But we cannot even lead by example. You see girls with names like Vivian, Rachel, Mercy, Mary, who are supposed to be Christians,
right,
taking off their clothes.
Okay, so
and on Sunday they still take their tithe to church and the pastor will collect it. I keep asking people, listen, let me tell you, most of the celebrities I see on social media now, who come on social media say they are cooking, they are naked. They say they are selling hair, they are naked. I saw one washing cassava almost naked. They have pastors, they have churches they belong to. They come to church on Sunday, they drop their tithe, the man of God will collect it, shake hands with them and pray for them. What are you telling them? What are you saying from the pulpit?
Okay.
You understand? So that's why I said that we are ignorant. We don't understand what the enemy is doing. We just think that Christianity is just about you being blessed. Christianity is just about us coming together and raising holy hands and asking God for all our problems. There's job to be done. We have work to do.
So in short saying, you say that we are supposed to align ourselves with the agenda of God.
We're supposed to evangelize the world.
Yes.
Which is what we're doing here now. So we coming here to discuss this is we are exposing the enemy, because so many people don't understand that what they are doing or wherever they are right now, that they are being used by the enemy. It is manipulation. Some people think that it's trend. Some people think that they're just following a trend. No, it is not. You are a tool. You are an agent of the enemy.
Yes.
And may God deliver you.
So it's I want to say something.
We keep missing. We haven't really. Can they identify the enemy? Because one, you rest on script from the scripture.
Yes.
Because for every organization, you are a religion. There's rules and regulation.
Right.
Let me use that word for the common man.
Right.
So what you read, the rules and regulation, that what makes us Christians.
Yes.
The Bible says, "Don't do this."
Yes.
And so for every Christian, in our products, let me use that word, movies, whether skits, whatever it is, we should be able to sell this.
Yes.
If you give me a script where people are making love, okay, that is the idea. Just like the Indians do.
Right.
I must not exhibit a woman naked. I can infer.
Yeah.
See them come, hold her, they fall off the shorts.
Yeah.
Next time you see the baby, you cannot. I must not show them naked there.
And be comfortable with the fact that may not sell.
Because the producer will now tell me, I'm a producer too.
Yeah.
This is what the market wants.
It wants, exactly.
So as a Christian, I should say no. It's not all about the money. War, moral, even a lot of movies like India, most of their blockbusters those days.
So
it's
also part of that ignorance I'm talking about, because one of the fear or the major fear people have when they are going into movie production, like you said, is for it not to sell. Netflix now, if you want to do a Netflix movie, you must put such a scene or exactly. You understand?
Right.
It's an unwritten rule.
What about musical videos?
Same thing.
No.
And where are the Christian billionaires?
Yeah.
Where are the wealthy churches? If, as you are now a movie producer, you are a Christian and you have decided that you will not show any obscene or anything that is ungodly in a movie, you should have bodies, Christian bodies, that can fund your project, so that you, without fear, no favor, do it exactly how it should be done.
Yes.
Right.
But the problem we have is that the Christian foundations, the big churches, the big billionaires within the Christian fold are not helping matters. They are not putting in their funds. When Oyakhilome started his own social media platform to compete with YouTube and the rest of them, it was his fellow Christians that kicked against it.
Okay.
Instead of the Christian community to support him and build that network to be bigger than YouTube or whatever, they spoke against him. They kicked against him. So that is the problem. That's why I said that our problem is that we're very ignorant of what the enemy is doing. So the end time program of the enemy is there to be understood by the Christian fold. That is it. And the enemy is busy having a wild time.
So I think that is that you have said it. There's an agenda from the devil, right? Which is to take people away from Christ, from God. Now it means that the agenda of God from time is to bring humanity back to himself. So now I feel like the devil, like I said, the enemy, are going through with their agenda with practical means.
Lost.
Right. So apart from the loss is already first there. That's like on the base. But what I mean by practical means is that they have the devil. My agenda is to take people from Christ, which is the low-key agenda, right?
Yeah.
But how do I go about it? How do I make people do this thing unconsciously? Right? It's to come with practical means, like I said, like the media. They come like they are selling something. You know, the best way to advertise to somebody is don't let the person know you are selling to him.
So what they are selling is lost.
So basically, what they are doing now is they are using films, music, blah blah blah. They have those agenda, and they sell it to you, like you said, subtle way. Like you have said, you don't even know that you're being programmed, right? You don't just know. You just keep doing something. Then it means that for us in the kingdom, we are also supposed to have there's an agenda and there's the execution plan, right? So they have an agenda which is to take people away from Christ. They have the execution plan which is films, media, blah blah blah. That's what they're doing. But we have an agenda which is to bring people to Christ. But what's our medium? Carry, like those days, carry bell and say, give your life to Christ, brother, give your life to Christ. It's not like we are ignorant, like he has said. We know what we are supposed to do, but we are focusing on the other things.
We don't know.
We know, actually. I think
this has to do with it's political too. Now look at what happened when we had a certain political leaning in the United States. You saw they started leaning towards homosexuality. Yes. Look at Tyler Perry. Look at a lot of movies that were coming out now. They were started LGBT, started promoting it. Netflix were everywhere. Then another person now came into power.
Right.
From another religious background.
Our very own.
Every other thing started changing.
DJ.
So now as Christian, what are we doing to be in that political space so that we can affect policies? Because when you look at what's happening now, what's trending now. I have read about Anglican community. It's in the UK or so. Or appointing a bishop who is a lesbian, gay.
Yes.
I'm not. Now I still try to come from the point of view a liberalist.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Christian. Like I believe in live and let live.
Yes.
You understand? That's my own policy too. So now, politically speaking, they've appointed somebody there. Now the Anglican community in Nigeria, they have distanced themselves from these people. So as Christians, what are we doing to be politically relevant?
Are we intentional enough?
Just
like you're saying.
We're not intentional enough.
So now, you can't say I'm a Christian, have your Bible, but somebody somewhere is making the decision that affects you. We're not putting our own people there.
Yes.
So what are we doing? We shy
let me give you a quick instance.
So we should not go influence all media houses. We have our own media. Are we producing the movies?
Right.
Okay, look at the musician now. Look at what's trending now. Most musicians now, gospel musicians are becoming more profit-oriented. They will not tell that those who didn't now are dying off. Do you understand? So these things, we have to discover this. What kind of musical videos are we shooting, filming, and all those stuff?
Right.
So the instance I want to point out, you see, there was a time that they were trying to, another agenda they have, they are targeting, they say that we are already adults. Yeah. It's very hard to shape adults, right? So it's hard for you to, once you have a belief, it's very hard to shape somebody else. So you have to go extra mile. But if you want to shape, if you want to shape a community in future, what do? You target the younger generation. So there was a narrative that they are infusing those things into cartoons, into children programs and stuff like that. And I see a lot of parents that say, don't let your child watch YouTube, don't let your child watch Netflix, don't let your child do this one. I said, that is not the solution. Because that child needs
to watch something.
We are in a generation of gadgets, right? So, see, take it or leave it. Those days, you can afford not to buy your child that is in secondary school a phone. But now, it's very hard for those street kids not to have gadgets because we are in a gadget-oriented time. Right. So what do? You are saying, we are Christians, say, don't let your children, just like the way Deeper Life then did, don't watch TV, don't do this. They shielded these people from those things. And some those Deeper Life people, they were still doing those things.
Children, do not pass yourself.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that, what are we as Christians doing? Instead of you to say, don't watch the TV, now you are supposed to bring a counter alternative to it. But you are a Christian, a filmmaker now. I can tell you that as a filmmaker now, I will most likely want to shoot a Christian film. Why? Because I'm looking and say, if I shoot a Christian film now, even my fellow Christians, will not watch it. Right. But now, let's now still go back to the point of even with the Christian creators, are we creating with excellence? Right? So you want to compete with something, a cartoon that is being done by Disney World, and there's gay and porn, small subtle thing in that system. And those guys know these things. They know this technology, right? Once a child sees that baby shark, he wants to see. I don't know. It's like there's jazz, but it's not jazz. They understand the concept of colors and everything, and everything. But we want to do our Christian one, like I said. Who is funding it? There's no billionaire that's putting the money. Yeah, you're not going to just carry. Let's just even carry one thing that will just come together. The child doesn't want to watch it, so we have to have an agenda as Christians, just like the way those enemies have an agenda, right? So we don't have to now come and do films like Jesus Christ is descending from the heaven. Just as the way they are not coming to tell you that they are bringing devil to descend from hell, right? That's the same way we have to come, because what are we both doing? We are both dragging for attention. That is it.
Right.
God wants to drag you back to him.
The devil is attention.
How do we do it based on the times
where attention?
We're not dragging for attention. So that's the error. That's the error.
Souls.
That's the error. We're not dragging for attention.
Souls, actually.
We're not dragging for attention.
Why souls?
We're to win souls.
Yes. Right. But how do you get that souls?
That's not dragging for attention. So that's the problem. The problem is that the church has positioned as if there's a competition.
Okay.
There's no competition. There's no battle.
No. It's a battle.
It's a battle.
Has won the battle.
We have to approach it as a battle.
No.
There's no battle.
You know, we're talking about Christianity. Christ came.
Yes.
Christ was not lazy. Let me use that word. He was moving from place to place, preaching the gospel. Yes. Then when he left, ascended into heaven.
Yes.
What happened? The disciple and apostle took over.
Yes.
They were propagating the gospel.
Right.
St. Paul came. That were the martyrs. Now, and what the medium they were using, they will travel by sea, some they will trek.
Yes.
Now, this time we are in now, we have a medium, social media.
Yes.
You know, Netflix or this one. This way you can reach, propagate the gospel.
Right.
And now the battle, like you said earlier, you need funding to do this things.
It's not a battle.
Now, no.
It's an assignment. It's not a battle.
Okay, assignment be research. Okay.
It's not a battle. A battle, you see, a battle means you may win, you may lose.
Right.
Actually, we have won.
We're fighting from the point of victory, so it's not a battle.
It's not a battle. Okay, I agree.
Jesus said that be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world.
Yes.
Which battle again?
Correct.
But even maybe that when you sleep, when you sleep, what happens?
When you sleep, nothing happens.
In the battle.
Which
don't
battle?
Need to work for it.
You have been given victory already.
So
we're more than conquerors.
So I want us to have an understanding here. We are fighting from a point of victory.
We have been given victory. We have been given victory.
So that means what I said, everybody will go to heaven.
Yes.
No, everyone who believes in Christ.
Everyone who believes in Christ.
You're not going to. You're not Christ like anyone not going to heaven is the person's making.
What we're talking about as Christians. You know, you won't put out content out there that is fueled with sexual innuendo.
No, we won't.
You're not Christ-like. Then you're not even going to heaven.
Any human being that doesn't make heaven is your own.
It's the person's doing. That's what I'm saying. Did not accept Christ. That's the password.
It's been done
to heaven. We understand.
It's been given to us.
But what do you have to do, sir? What do you have to do? You have to accept, Abi.
About what?
You have been given salvation, right?
Yes.
What do you do to get that salvation?
That's what I'm saying. That anybody who fails.
So it's your man, it's your doing. That's what we are saying. So we are fighting from a point of victory,
and you have
right?
to be around the environment that will encourage you to continue that. If I use that word, your journey to go to heaven.
You don't have to be.
Why?
If you can find that environment, fine. But you don't have to be. There's some people in China. There are Christians in China that have not seen the Bible before.
So
they are Christians.
So why is this topic about innuendo social media?
They are Christians because we're in a secular society where it's affecting us.
That's what we are saying.
What's affecting?
We're in a secular society where it's affecting us.
So it's something
it's just a usage of word. Like
no,
said, we have an assignment.
No, it's nothing like usage of word. You have to be careful the things you say.
Okay.
If you say you are a Christian, then believe what Christ said.
So we are fighting a perspective of victory. Are we fighting or not?
What did I say? I say it is not a battle. If you're fighting from the point of victory, it's not a battle.
Okay, but then you have an assignment, right? That's the word. You have an assignment, but you have a task. That means there's a tax to be done. That's what we are trying to say. We're not, whether you say it is from victory or not, there is a tax in our hands.
What is
the tax in our hands? What is the tax?
You are battling against not flesh and blood. Why do you use that word battle there?
It's Paul that said it in Ephesians.
So why you say
for we wrestle not.
And I use battle now.
For we wrestle not. No. You need to understand. You need to understand. You need to understand the word of God. We wrestle not against flesh and blood,
but
principalities.
As long as you are alive, the battle continues. You are safe fighting.
Which battle?
There are elements.
That's the topic for another.
I'm not fighting though.
Okay. I think.
I don't want us to deviate though.
That there is an agenda.
Yes.
Because there's nothing is ordinary.
Yes.
You know, like they say. So and the agenda is to drive people away from
God,
Christ, and then there's also the kingdom agenda, which some believe, some know, some don't know, some have not come into that understanding, and that's what we see a lot of times in the way we engage each other, the things that we do, the way we are cultured, and all that. And just that we had to discuss this topic because it is entering into every sphere of life,
even church,
especially on TikTok.
Exactly.
Young girls believe now that the best way or the easiest way to make it is to go naked.
Right.
And it's actually true.
Is to sell their body.
But it's true.
And it sells.
That's
Right.
that's the thing. Because
but it is wrong.
It is wrong, yes, it's wrong.
And we need to start pointing that out so that they know, so that even the ones who are coming up, who are growing,
so I want to ask one question.
who are a lot younger, will understand that this is not the way.
So how do we push that narrative? So that's why I said we have to be practical as Christians.
Need to be a lot more intentional.
Yes.
We need to
now,
collaborate.
if a girl thinks that the best way for me to make money or to blow or for me to get whatsoever thing is for me to go naked, right? And you want to tell that person that, okay, this is you're saying, you will make money, but you're going the wrong route. But this person's goal is what? I want to still do. So we have to now start pushing a narrative whereby you can become whatsoever you want to become without showing this. It means that we have to now start. You see this thing about influencers, right? That we're talking about. Take it or leave it. We have people are influencers intentionally and unintentionally, right? So one way or the other, these people get this information from the people they are looking up to, right? If I see somebody dance today and the person is the person they're using for billboards, it's the person that brands are going for, it's the person that this is not going for, then what do? I want to follow suit. So also we as Christians, we have to start intentionally curating some sort of narrative that shows that you can, or even find a way. It's just as simple as blowing our whistle, right? Know what those guys do? They just blow it up. There are a lot of Christians that are succeeding. Just like the way I see marriage, they're saying that marriages are crashing. I can point out to a lot of marriages that are doing well. But are we talking about it? So Christians have to find a way to start pushing that narrative. Let our young people know that, guys, this person is actually successful. He did not shake bum bum.
Let the world
This person did this. He did not shake bum bum. This person succeeded. He did not shake bum bum. Now, but you are trying to succeed and you're not shaking bum bum. You are fighting against the world. Then the church is trying to now push a lot of things to not even still make you succeed. I'll give you an example. I'm an artist, right? Now, we are talking about, this can be controversial. I can go controversial because there's both sides to it. But I'm trying to do music now. I'm trying to appeal to a particular generation, right? This same generation that believes you have to shake bum bum to make money or to blow as in that sector, the TikTok audience, and I want to go and win those souls. What kind of music do you think I will sing to those people? Now it means that I have to come in a particular medium, but what is the most important thing is the message I want to preach. But guess what? Is the home front, which is the church, which we understand the kind of music we want to sing, are they not supposed to back this particular movement intentionally with funds, with publicity, with everything, so that we are going into that space, that secular space, which is TikTok, to go and win those guys, right? But no, you do it. The next thing, the church is telling you that, oh, this person is very, very unspiritual.
No, the fault is yours.
The fault is us. How?
The fault is yours. The fault is yours.
How?
If you're a gospel artist, you have no business in church. If you're a gospel artist, you have no business in church. The problem we have with gospel artists now is that they've become very manipulative.
I want us to
you say you're a gospel artist, you go and sit in church. You want the pastor to use the fund that has been given to his ministry to pursue his own ministry agenda to promote you. If you are a gospel artist, go to where Davido and Wizkid are doing music. That's what your gospel should
my question, we are going there.
Look at what Gaze Baba is doing now.
So now, the same
Gaze Baba
is being prosecuted for doing that. I want to go somewhere.
I want to. The point you're trying to make.
Who is prosecuting him?
Where I'm trying to go is that.
Who is prosecuting him? He's very successful where he's planted. Gaze Baba is performing in nightclubs and everywhere. If you say you're a gospel artist, leave the church.
I agree with you.
What you need in the church are chorus leaders and worship leaders.
I agree with
if you say you're a gospel artist, come out.
Sir, I agree with you.
Leave the church and people should stop complaining about churches and pastors.
Sir, I agree with you.
Leave the church.
I've agreed.
Leave the church if you're a gospel artist. Leave the church.
I think it's a good way to wrap up.
I must say this.
Come into the world. Come into the world where the gospel is needed.
I don't want us to go.
Wait now.
Leave the church.
Yes,
leave the church.
You have to go to battle. We are going back.
Pastors' eyes have opened now. They know you people are users. Leave the church. Enter the marketplace.
So how do we go to the marketplace?
Enter. The God that sent you will lead you.
Next episode.
Leave the church. All gospel artists. If you're in church, you worship leader. You're not the gospel artist.
More Christian.